Hey! So, today we're doing like we did last show,
Yeah.
which we're not doing a 2025 anime.
No.
We watched a full first season of an anime from 2024.
Yeah.
What was it?
As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world.
Nice. You know what? We're back into Isekai.
We're back into Isekai.
We've been doing a lot of like almost Isekai, like sort of fantasy shows, you know, a little more like Seven Deadly Sin type
It's
shows.
been a mix. I mean, we did Zenshu. That was definitely Isekai.
Yeah, Zenshu's Isekai, that's true. But I feel like we went really hard into Isekai like last year, and so far, like, not too many.
It's been much more of a mix this year.
Yeah. So this one it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's funny. It sort of like reminds me of like
Seventh Prince.
Yeah,
I was
but
reincarnated as the Seventh Prince.
But like a more digestible version of that.
Yeah, well, that one, your main character is kind of a little sociopath.
Yeah, that one I didn't love, though the animation of that one was really good.
It really was.
But this one is similar in that it's an isekai where basically I actually really love how they intro us into the guy when he was alive.
It's really quick.
It's really quick, and it's like this 30-second interesting no dialogue animation where it's just this guy living this like corporate drone life, this sort of salaryman life, and he goes to the office and he rides on the subway, then he comes home and he like
plays video games.
That's like the light, and I love like the animation of the PS5 controller. He's playing like an Oda Nobunaga game, and then he just like has like a heart attack and dies.
Yeah,
and it's like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
it is so fast.
And then he's reincarnated into another world as an aristocrat.
Yes.
Little baby aristocrat.
And so in that way, it's like that Seventh Prince one where like he's aware, he's like a cognitive adult as a baby.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, you know, the weird thing about this show is like he starts off as 3 and there's a few episodes where he's like obviously like way too smart for a 3-year-old. But then like every few episodes he kind of gets older and older and older.
They skip years. Sometimes it's like 3 months later and then sometimes it's 3 years later.
And I feel like I think like by the end of season 1 he gets to like 12.
Yeah.
And at some point you almost like hit a threshold where like he's just like a really smart 12-year-old. The adult part sort of catches up. But he's not just in a new world.
No.
He's got a new skill.
An appraisal skill.
He can basically look at somebody and use like...
He sees their stats.
His Sharingan or whatever to see their stats.
His eye goes all like light and he's checking them out.
He's got one glowy eye.
Look how high their ambition is.
He's got like what? Ambition, prowess, leadership.
And you can usually tell like what skill, like what regular skill they have, what job they'd be good for. It's like, oh, you're an archer. Oh, you're a mage.
Yeah. And it's fun, and it's a really cool, inventive way to sort of like have a show. And I know there's other appraisal skill anime. I think, like we said, parts of it remind us of the Seventh Son thing, but also parts of it remind me a lot of Tsukimichi because like it sort of becomes this story of this person coming into the world and sort of building a society kind of in an army because he is the son of a lord and like but obviously he gets involved in the politics of the world.
Well, and he just wants a better world.
Yeah,
he wants a world where children aren't hungry and people, you know, and society like helps each other and you know, and that's really how he inspires people to follow him, you know, from the time he was 3.
Well, but also because of his appraisal skill, he can see the potential in people that nobody else can see. In like episode 1 through 3, he like defeats racism. In episode 4 and 5, he defeats poverty and slave trading. There's like these tiny little arcs where he's like dealing with a societal ill, but he's also finding the most skilled people in a world full of sort of like pompous people that believe that like you have to be this certain race to be special, or you have to be from this kind of family. Yeah. And it's fun and it's cute.
After every single episode, you go, this show's really cute.
Yeah, that's the thing. It really is. It's like, it wasn't quite as conflict-free as The Side of Affection, because there's conflict.
There's a lot of conflict.
And there's fight, but it's also, like, very cozy.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, it kind of reminded me of, like, campfire cooking.
Yeah.
Where it's just, like, it's kind of like, you're never really that concerned for the main character, because, you know, he's got, like, he gets this guy who's, like, somewhere between, like, Zoro and Sanji in the first 2 episodes, and he basically is like a knight and a butler. Like every time he fights, I keep on thinking like I'm one hell of a butler from Black Butler. He gets him, and then he gets a magic girl, and so he's pretty much invincible after like episode 5.
Pretty much.
And so from there, and that's the other thing too. We've been watching like a lot of One Piece, and this also reminds me a lot of like One Piece and about like Luffy. Luffy obviously doesn't have an appraisal skill, but because Luffy is the main character and going to be king of the pirates, he always does find like the best people to be in his crew.
And it's an interesting thing because, you know, just like in One Piece, you know, it's like, okay, you know, he's got the swordsman. Oh, he needs a chef. He needs, you know, he needs a navigator. He needs a chef. He needs a, you know, they need a doctor. And in this, it's like each time, like, okay, so he's got his sort of like, his sort of, you know, right-hand man. Okay, he needs a mage. Okay, what's next? Oh, he needs a strategist. Okay, at some point, like, is he going to get a healer? Is he going to, you know, what are the next things he's going to need? That's kind of like what we're looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, and I will say, this is one of those anime that we did in one day.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't done too many of them, usually because of schedules, you know, because we have stuff to do, but...
It was an easy watch.
It was.
Yeah.
I feel like chilling in another world with my level 2 skill was almost a one day too.
Yeah, but that was like you said, only because of scheduling. I think A Sign of Affection we would have done in one day if we had had the time. Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it's just fun. Like, I don't have too much to say about it because the one problem with watching it all in one day is it kind of blurs together a little bit.
But there's a second season out already, so we can watch that at some point too.
But there was also some really dark and touching things, like the bit where he saves the girl from the slave traders. That was like pretty creepy. You know, there's some death there. It's got a lot. It's got
heart. Yeah. But you know, in the end, it's like you said, it's surprisingly cozy.
Yeah, it really is. It's really cute. Anything else you want to say about it? No.
Check it out.
No.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Where would you rank it in the isekais we've seen? Kind of low, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately,
because I'm enjoying it, but we've watched so many that we've loved, you know, and some of the ones that we've started now that are just so unique and interesting, like Zenshu is so interesting.
How would you rate it against Chill Another World with my level 2 skill?
I like Cheat Skill more because it's funnier.
Yeah, I do too. I also liked it because I'm starting to get like them blended. Yeah. I was about to bring up Tsukimichi.
No, like I think with level 2 Cheat Skill, it's like things keep happening that I'm not expecting in it, and things are always funny. You know, and so I enjoy that.
We'll have to talk about our favorite isekai at some point.
Yeah,
we've seen a lot, and we've seen a lot of good ones.
But like you said, they blend together so much. We're gonna have to actually look back and be like, okay, wait, what was this one? What was this one?
You know, what's a really good one that I often think back to with all these fantasy ones we watch is The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic.
Yeah,
that was good.
It was.
It was really good. Okay, guys. Well, let us know what isekai we should watch next in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe, and, you know, hey, thanks for watching. Bye!